and she owes Israelis and Jewish Americans an apology.
That is Megyn Kelly, who is neither Jewish American or Israeli, attacking Taylor Swift and calling for a boycott.
And I hope they boycott her events until she issues it.
Kelly, who is proving yet again to be an idiot with strong broadcast skills, is demanding an apology from Swift because the singer attended a comedy show that provided humanitarian relief to the people of Gaza.
Attending this thing was wrong. It was wrong. Do some Googling. See what they do in Gaza to gays. See about women's rights in Gaza, Taylor. Otherwise, do this when it comes to talking about those issues again. You clearly know nothing.
Megyn Kelly, the paragon of knowing things. Well, we will get to that in a moment. First, the Gaza fundraiser. Megyn, I used my Google to discover this. From Billboard, Swift attended stand-up comedian Rami Youssef's More Feelings tour stop in Brooklyn, New York over the weekend, along with Selena Gomez. Anya Taylor-Joy, Zoe Kravitz, and Cara Delevingne were also among the stars spotted in the audience. Profits from the event benefited American Near East Refugee Aid, ANERA, a non-governmental organization that provides humanitarian and development aid to the Gaza Strip. So Megyn, Taylor Swift was not a performer at the event, she simply attended. Going to a comedy show is not actively supporting Gaza, even if the comedian hosting the show does actively support Gaza. But perhaps that distinction is too complex for you, Megyn. Anyway, here's what my Google found about the organization that received the comedy show profits. American Nearest Refugee Aid, or ANERA, has no political or religious affiliation. Quote, we reach the Middle East's most vulnerable people with health, education, and economic development programs. In times of crisis, ANERA provides humanitarian and emergency relief. Question, how can ANERA ensure that donations serve their intended beneficiaries and not parties like Hamas? Answer, ANERA's policy is to supply assistance to only legitimate and capable institutions and to comply with U.S. laws. We filter individuals and agencies against computerized lists of terrorist organizations cited by the U.S. Treasury Department and its Office of Foreign Assets Control List. Because Hamas is designated as a terrorist group by the U.S. State Department, ANERA does not work or even coordinate with them. And by the way, Megyn, the U.S. accounting firm Price Waterhouse audits ANERA each year and has confirmed ANERA does not work with Hamas. So, about that Google thing you were demanding Taylor Swift rely on, why didn't you, Megyn, use Google? A few clicks and you would have discovered the truth. ANERA is a credible humanitarian aid organization. It is delivering food and medicine to Gaza. How did you get that wrong? Oh, I forgot. You're not a journalist, Megyn. You're just a Fox News has-been looking to somehow be relevant. Attacking Taylor Swift and doing it as stupidly as this, Megyn, is not going to help you. And take it from me, you don't speak for Jewish people or Israelis. Most Jewish people and Israelis actually support the humanity of Gaza's residents and are heartbroken over the suffering of innocent civilians. An aid organization like ANERA, which does not work with Hamas, is not a problem. Taylor Swift is not a problem. You, on the other hand, Megyn, are a huge problem. It seems like you exist professionally to mislead your audience and stoke division and hatred. Well, if there's one thing that Jewish people and Muslims, Israelis and Palestinians would all agree on, it is that you, Megyn Kelly, are a moron. Seriously, targeting Taylor Swift for attending a humanitarian fundraiser at a comedy show? And by the way, for everybody who is unfamiliar with Taylor Swift, the pop culture icon recently received a major accolade.
The 2023 Time Person of the Year is Taylor Swift.
Okay, Taylor Swift, and I think you have several covers. Yes, you do, and an interview with Taylor. Let's just get this out of the way, Sam, because the world is on fire right now, and you know this is Person of the Year, and it purports to say this is the most influential person or group of persons in the world this year. You picked Taylor. We know about her influence. How did you justify this decision?
Every year, you know, we get the staff together. We debate this throughout the entire summer and fall. Picking one person who represents the 8 billion people on the planet is no easy task. And certainly in a year when the world is divided, there's a lot of light and a lot of darkness. There are a number of different choices that could have represented 2023. But we picked a choice, someone who represents joy. Someone who's bringing light to the world, someone who's taken her own story and made it big enough for everyone.
In recent years, the Taylor Swift story has included speaking out for women's rights, supporting democratic policy causes, and encouraging more younger people to vote. Republicans hate that, so when Swift was named Time Person of the Year, a lot of conservatives went bonkers. Much of it was chronicled by the must-watch Ben Meiselas of the Midas Touch Network.
Donald Trump and MAGA are absolutely obsessed with their hatred of Taylor Swift. They keep picking fights with Taylor Swift and her boyfriend Travis Kelce. They are jealous, they are malicious, they are weird, and they are attacking someone who is now the Time Magazine Person of the Year. And you have MAGA Republicans like Charlie Kirk who write, what will break Kelce's heart first, the COVID shot or Taylor Swift? Travis Kelce promotes for Pfizer responsible vaccination, and that's one of the reasons they attack him and her as well. Here, Nick Adams, a MAGA Republican influencer. This is not parody. This is a real MAGA influencer who has major influence in today's Republican Party. Like what? He goes, Travis Kelce kneeled for the national anthem. Travis Kelce is doing ads for Pfizer. Travis Kelce is doing ads for Bud Light. Taylor Swift hates America. Taylor Swift hates President Trump. Taylor Swift loves communism. Maybe Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift would be good together. This is the editor-in-chief of the Federalist, right-wing MAGA Republican rag. He goes, Taylor Swift is dumb and her music sucks. Here's the guy, Sean Davis, saying that. And then the New York Post doing hit pieces on Travis Kelce. And here's the Federalist saying, Taylor Swift's popularity is a sign of societal decline.
The right-wing hatred of Taylor Swift is so nutty that top conservative influencers are now peddling claims that her success is a George Soros deep state psychological operation to get people to vote Democrat. There are even conservatives who have written that Taylor Swift is going to run the Biden presidential campaign. A common refrain in MAGA world is the sentiment expressed in this tweet from McLovin003. What the F has Taylor Swift done this year to deserve Person of the Year? There's only one Person of the Year, and it isn't the anti-America commie sympathizer, Taylor Swift. Trump 2024. Against all of this, Megyn Kelly decided to join in on the Taylor Swift bashing.
So Taylor Swift, I mean, literally just voted Time's Person of the Year. I think the most popular celebrity in America right now, the number one movie. You know, you can go down the list of her accomplishments this past year alone. Decides it would be a great idea to go to a fundraiser for Gaza.
Megyn, were you seriously outraged by this, or did you just pretend to be angry at Taylor Swift in order to attract conservatives to your podcast? Either way, it is pathetic and embarrassing. But that is Megyn Kelly's MO. After an unremarkable career at Fox News, where she was credited with essentially breaking nothing and doing 0 award-winning stories, Kelly joined NBC News. One of her first interviews as host of the third hour of The Today Show was with conspiracy theorist Alex Jones. Kelly gave him the Today Show platform despite Jones claiming the St. Hook school massacre had been staged. 13 months later, Kelly got into even bigger trouble. She said it was okay to dress up in blackface as long as you do it for Halloween or as part of some character. 3 days later, Kelly's show on NBC was canceled. That was just over 6 years ago. Megyn Kelly was an uninformed blowhard back then and remains so now. The only surprise is that Kelly doesn't seem to be a fan of Taylor Swift. After all, Megyn Kelly should be able to relate to the lyrics from the song Anti-Hero. I have this thing where I get older but just never wiser. It's me high. I'm the problem. It's me. It's me high. Everybody agrees.
She owes Israelis and Jewish Americans an apology. And I hope they boycott her events until she issues it.
Megyn Kelly, uninformed, ignorant, and embarrassing. By the way, the nastiness from a Republican North Carolina congressman has now come back to bite her.
I call it Bill H.R. 5.
On the House floor, Fox just went silent.
Does the gentlewoman have a general leave request?
Check out that video at the link below. I'm David Shuster. Thanks for joining us.